They're masterminds at strategy. They're masterminds at networking, at psychology, at being able to pick up what's important to people. There was one extremely wealthy gentleman on her board. He was actually the grandfather of one of the whistleblowers, which is actually kind of fascinating. But anyway, his wife had died of pancreatic cancer, and he had actually had this terrible battle with pancreatic cancer himself. And he, I guess, was one of the few people who that Whipple method, or, you know, the one surgery they have for that condition, actually worked. And he survived. And at one point they were going to some event where they were trying to, you know, elicit more people for the funds, and get more important people involved in the company. And of all the diseases that she claimed that her invention, her blood machine, it was a machine that supposedly could process multiple, supposedly up to 100 blood tests at one time. Well, it was like a small device. Instead of you having to send all your, you know, like when you get your blood taken and it gets sent to multiple labs, you know, and especially if there's something seriously wrong with you, it's probably sent, you know, out of the jurisdiction of where you live. So then you have to wait longer to get the results. What she was proposing is she was making some kind of, you know, mega machine that would do all this contained in itself. You wouldn't have to send it out to any lab, not even locally. So, I mean, honestly, when I read about her, like, proposal long before this all fell apart, my grandfather and uncle owned a laboratory. They're pathologists. And so I've grown up having to go to labs and having to see them, you know, looking at blood samples under microscopes. I mean, like, this endless dinner chat about, you know, blood evidence and what it means in like a courtroom or for a medical diagnosis. Like, I've heard it all. So I do remember, like, way back when I first heard this story, I remember thinking in the very, very back of my mind, like, I don't think that's possible. Like, I just went,